Yo, what's going on, my people? It's your boy Crooks of Great, aka CTG, and I'm back at you guys with some more wrestling content. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about what the heck is going to be happening at WrestleMania 40. Now, for those of you guys that are my big WWE fans, you guys know WrestleMania 40 is projected to be the biggest WrestleMania of all time. Now, a couple of things have been thrown in monkey wrenches, and CM Punk got hurt. He has a torn tricep, so he's out of WrestleMania. And then the big allegations that have been made against Vince McMahon have really thrown in, those two combined have really thrown in a big monkey wrench into the plans of WrestleMania 40. So in this video, we're going to be talking about a couple things that I think are going to be happening at WrestleMania 40. But before we get into doing that, we have to recap the WrestleMania kickoff show that happened yesterday. And I'm going to kind of go in line and give you a quick recap. So we had Bianca Belair coming out first. She's talking about booking her spot to WrestleMania this year through the Elimination Chamber match, which she does have a qualifying match for today on SmackDown Live. So I'd anticipate her winning that match and being in the Elimination Chamber match. Now, after her popped out Rhea Ripley. She was talking about being dominant, talking about her match in Perth, Australia at Elimination Chamber against Nia Jax. And then out walks the surprise guest of the whole kickoff show, the man Becky Lynch. And Becky Lynch set up a promo with Rhea Ripley that we could potentially see a Becky Lynch Rhea Ripley matchup at WrestleMania 40. That's if Becky Lynch is able to win the Women's Elimination Chamber match, which she said that she is going to be the first entrant into that match. So very, very interesting development between Becky Lynch and Rhea Ripley. So after that was the meat and potatoes and what everybody's been talking about the kickoff show for. And that was the interaction between the four men that came on to the kickoff show in Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, and The Rock. So it started off with Seth Rollins coming out, talking about WrestleMania 40. Then out popped Roman. Roman throwing out his insults at Seth Rollins, calling him the B team, the second team, saying pretty much just downplaying Seth Rollins' title heading into WrestleMania 40. And he also said, you know what? Cody Rhodes missed his chance to call his shot and said that, you know what? Now I call the shots. And he called out The Rock. He said he wanted The Rock at WrestleMania 40, and out comes Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Now, The Rock came out, was talking about Roman, kind of started to dive into the lineage of the bloodline. He had the producer team pop up this big family tree of the whole lineage of the bloodline. And man, if you didn't know how big The Rock's family is in the WWE, and how big the bloodline really runs in the WWE, you need to go back and look at that tree, because it was absolutely massive. Absolutely massive. And he started playing more on the bloodline promo for WrestleMania 40. And out walks Cody Rhodes. And he says, you know what? This is bullshit. He said it's bullshit. And he said, you know what, Roman, you don't get to call the shots. You don't get to make up the main event for WrestleMania 40. I get to call the shots. I get to say who's main eventing WrestleMania because I won the Royal Rumble, which is a complete 180 of the Cody Rhodes we seen last Friday, who seemingly just stepped aside and let The Rock take his place in the main event of WrestleMania 40. He did. So, Cody Rhodes said, you know what? I'm calling out Roman Reigns for the main event of WrestleMania 40. Roman Reigns proceeded to call him stupid and tell him, you know what? The B team will have you now. And, you know, there really started what the big point was for the whole kickoff show. And Roman Reigns insulted Cody Rhodes' father, Dusty Rhodes, again. And Cody Rhodes said, you know what? You bring up my father, so let me do the same. And he proceeded to tell Roman, you know what? If your grandfather was alive, and if The Rock's grandfather was alive, they would both be ashamed of you. Now, for Roman and The Rock, those are fighting words. Those is fighting words, ladies and gentlemen. If you're saying that about anybody's family, those are fighting words. And sure enough, up stepped The Rock. And Rock said, you know what? If you're talking about Roman's family, you're talking about my family. When you're talking about his blood, you're talking about my blood. And now we have a problem. And then proceeds to slap the taste out of Cody Rhodes' mouth. And I mean, the slap was so fast, if you blink, you missed it. You missed the slap, which I mean, a lot of people probably did miss it because we weren't expecting The Rock and Cody to kind of go head to head like that. We weren't. We weren't expecting The Rock to turn heel, but damn it, he did it and slapped Cody Rhodes in the process. So the broadcast really ended. That scene section of the broadcast ended with Cody Rhodes being escorted off the stage and Seth Rollins also being escorted off the stage, with Seth Rollins saying, you know what, you guys just can't do whatever you want. And The Rock telling him, well, yes, we can. So that is a recap of what happened at the kickoff show yesterday. Now, how does that play into what's going to happen at WrestleMania 40? Now, there's really two scenarios that I see playing out for Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Cody Rhodes, and The Rock. But I want to touch on what I think is going to happen with Bianca Belair first and Rhea Ripley. Bianca Belair, I feel like, she's going to be matched up with Jade Cargill. That is the biggest match you can make for Bianca Belair. We've seen the pop that both ladies got at the Royal Rumble event when they were both bench pressing and body pressing the other two females in the Royal Rumble. They got a huge pop. Huge pop. So I would really be surprised if that's not the matchup that we see for Bianca Belair for WrestleMania 40. Now, in terms of Rhea Ripley, I feel like unless there's another superstar that's bigger, I could maybe see Bianca Belair going up against Rhea Ripley. That would be the other matchup. But I think for WrestleMania 40, I think we're going to see Becky Lynch and Rhea Ripley go toe-to-toe at WrestleMania 40. It wouldn't surprise me at all to see Becky Lynch win the Elimination Chamber at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view event and go on to face Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania 40. Now, in terms of the main events for WrestleMania, you really got two options. Option A, you got, I think this is going to be the more popular option that I think a lot of fans are hoping for, and that you get a triple threat match in the main event of WrestleMania between Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, and The Rock. Setting up kind of the same scenario that Daniel Bryan had when he became WWE champion for the first time. For those of you guys that have been watching WWE for a while, and for those of you that just may not remember, Daniel Bryan had to defeat Batista and Randy Orton in the main event of WrestleMania to become the WWE champion. And in my opinion, that really set Daniel Bryan as the mega massive star that he was in the WWE for quite a while. So I could see them maybe doing that same thing for Cody Rhodes by allowing him to go up in a triple threat match against The Rock and Roman Reigns. And it's kind of already set up. The story is already set up off what happened yesterday at the kickoff show. Roman and The Rock are both seen as heels, and Cody is the babyface. So that would be a way to put Cody over as this massive babyface going forward in the WWE. And you kind of just kill two birds with one stone, right? You get Cody winning the title off Roman Reigns and defeating Roman Reigns, and you get The Rock and Roman having their spot in WrestleMania 2. So you bring in the casual viewers and you get the outcome that you want. Now, unfortunately, and what that leaves in question is, who is Seth Rollins going to face? And I'm going to get into that in a later video on what I think happens with Seth Rollins if the triple threat main event does happen. So I don't really want to touch on that too much, but that kind of just leaves Seth Rollins in a little bit of limbo as to who he's going to be facing at WrestleMania. Now, the second option you have, obviously, is the one that a lot of people are anticipating WWE going with, and that's The Rock and Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, and then having Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins being at WrestleMania as well. It's a very, very viable way to bring the audience back for the 2-day WrestleMania. You'll have Cody and Seth main eventing the first night, and then you'll have The Rock and Roman main eventing the second night. So that sells both days. So I think that might be the option that WWE really is trending towards. But I mean, those are really the two options that they have. They have the triple threat main event, and then they have the main event where you have Seth and Cody going up against each other, and then you have The Rock and Roman going up against each other. So those are really the two interesting and two decisions, the two scenarios that I think the WWE is just sitting on pins and needles waiting for. They're on pins and needles. We don't know what's going to happen. The mystery behind what is going to happen between these two options is really what's got a lot of us enthralled in what's going on right now. Because it really is going to set up Elimination Chamber as well. Because at Elimination Chamber, if you go with the triple threat, then you have Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes going up against Roman Reigns and The Rock at Elimination Chamber. But then if you go with Roman Reigns and The Rock as the main event, then you have The Rock versus Cody Rhodes. The winner gets to fight Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. So really, you're selling the Elimination Chamber both ways. So if you're looking for Elimination Chamber to really be the setup for WrestleMania, that's really what you need to be paying attention to. Is the main event of Elimination Chamber is going to tell you which direction the WWE is trending towards. I'd be highly surprised if The Rock gets eliminated from WrestleMania altogether. So he's going to be in it in some capacity, whether that be in the three-way, the triple threat match, or he's going to be in a singles match against WrestleMania. But let me know, you guys. What do you guys think the WWE is going to do? Are they going to make a triple threat match? Are they going to give the people what they want and give them the triple threat match for the title with Cody Rhodes? Or do you guys think the main event is just going to be Roman Reigns versus The Rock? Let me know in the comment section. And let me know what you guys think of this whole scenario, this whole commotion that's been going on around WrestleMania 40. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Do you hate it? Do you love it? Let me know. I want to hear everybody's opinion in the comment section. But that's it for the video, guys. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to slap that subscribe button if you're new, as well as slap that like button. If you guys are new to the channel and are really big wrestling fans, I'm going to be cranking out more WWE content in the near future. So if you love WWE content, this is the channel for you. And if you love sports content in general, then this is the channel for you as well. But until the next video, guys, take it easy, be safe, enjoy the rest of your guys' day, afternoon, evening, depending on where you guys are watching this from. And I will see you guys in the next video.